Hello and welcome. In this virtual reality training module we are going to isolate MV substation transformer for maintenance. A feeding power company into the substation has been notified about the upcoming maintenance services and has opened the feeder SF6 breaker remotely. The operators have locked and tagged on their end. So without further ado, let's begin. Let's start by selecting personal protective equipment. OSHA requires to perform a throughout inspection of your rubber gloves before each use. Let's perform an inflation test using a portable inflator. Slide the glove over the inflator and make sure the rubber O-rings are rolled onto the glove, which will prevent the glove from flying off when you inflate it. Inflate the glove using a push button at the bottom of the portable inflator. Hold the glove up to your ear and listen and feel for any air leaks. Slide the other glove over the inflator. Inflate the glove using a push button at the bottom of the portable inflator. Hold the glove up to your ear and listen and feel for any air leaks. All insulating gloves must be visible inspected after inflation and before each use. Always inspect both the outside and the inside surface of each glove. Pay special attention to the base and tips of the fingers and thumb. Pull them apart looking for any irregularities. Put on your personal protective equipment. Class 2 insulated gloves. Leather protector gloves. 8 calories per square centimeter arc flash coverall. Safety glasses. A hard hat, a face shield and a balaclava. Note that each item should be carefully inspected before use. Collect required tools and equipment. The transformer isolation will require a lockout tagout procedure, so prior to commencing any work make sure you have a LOTO kit with you. You also need personal protective grounds. Personal protective grounds shall be visually and manually inspected for cracked or broken ferrules and clamps, exposed broken strands, cut, mashed, kinked or flattened cable jacket damage, cracks or damage to clamps and ferrules. Check clamps to smooth operation through entire range. Check torque of pin-type terminals and jam nuts on threaded ferrules. Look for dirt, grease, oil, oxidation on current-carrying surfaces, and any other obvious conditions that would adversely affect performance. If any of these conditions are found, the PPGs shall be rejected. Put the PPGs into a tool bag. A grip-all stick is required when working around energized power lines. You need to inspect the surface of the hot stick for scratches, gouges, cracks, cuts, nicks, and dents, dull finish, excessive wear and delamination, signs of electrical tracking, burn marks, or blistering. Also, inspect end fitting and other mechanical parts for proper operation, cracks, bending, or other visible damage or excessive wear. The live line tester will help you to determine the presence or absence of voltage on power lines. Inspecting of the live line tester should be performed right before use on a known live source. Put the tool into a tool bag. Now you need to obtain proper authorization through control desk operations to enter the substation. Use the handheld radio to contact the controls.
This is Electric 1.
Go ahead, Electric 1, this is Control.
Electric 1 requests permission to enter the 123 substation at the ABC gate.
Electric Electric 1, this is Control. You are cleared to enter Substation 123 through the ABC gate. Please be safe and let Control know when you're on your way out.
Roger that, thanks for the help.
Once the permission has been received, you can proceed to the substation gate and enter the switchyard. Visually identify any known hazards within the work area, such as vegetation, arcing, birds, critters, water puddles, discoloration of equipment, abnormal noises, boundaries from live parts, or anything that may seem abnormal. Identify the apparatus for work. SF6 breaker. Group operated air brake switch. Inline arresters. Transformer. And a vacuum circuit breaker. Having identified apparatus for work and familiarized yourself with the substation layout, you can start isolating the medium voltage substation transformer. Verify that the feeding SF6 circuit breaker is in the open position. First, stand in front of the SF6 circuit breaker control panel and obtain the contacts are in open position through the contact position indicator. Now, using a live line tester, verify zero potential on the load side of the feeding breaker. Grab a live line tester, attach it to a grip all stick, and turn it on. Test the meter first on a known source. Now test each phase at the load side of the feeding breaker. Retest the same known energized source to verify the tester is still working properly. Now, operate the group operated air brake switch to the open position. Open the vacuum breaker that feeds from the load side of the transformer. Apply personal protective grounds to overhead ACSR conductors after the arresters, before the transformer line bushings. Using a rubber gloves, attach the protective grounds at the designated ground point first. Using a grip all tool and rubber gloves, attach PPG clamps to each phase. Attach the PPG clamp to a hook, and pull the hook all the way in. Then, attach the clamp to an overhead line. Put the hot stick into an operating position and rotate it to tighten the clamp. Release the clamp when complete, and repeat the operation for each phase. Repeat the operation and apply PPGs to feeding ACSR conductors from the load side of the transformer to the line side of the vacuum breaker. Using a hot stick and rubber gloves, attach a grounded lead to each of the phases. Apply LOTO devices to all energy isolating devices and means. Apply a lock and a tag to a vacuum breaker. Apply a lock and tag to group operated air brake switch. Apply a lock and tag to feeding SF6 circuit breaker. Now, contact the control desk to confirm the procedure has been completed.
This is Electric 1.
Go ahead, Electric 1. This is Control.
SF6 feeding circuit breaker is in open position, goad switch is in open position, vacuum circuit breaker on the load side of the transformer is in open position, PPGs applied on both the line and load sides of the transformer, equipment have been locked out and tagged out, a transformer at the 123 substation has been successfully isolated.
Electric 1, this is Control. Confirm SF6 feeding circuit breaker is in open position. Goad switch is in open position. Vacuum circuit breaker on the load side of the transformer is in open position. PPGs applied on both the line and load sides of the transformer. Equipment have been locked out and tagged out. A transformer at the 123 substation has been successfully isolated.
Status confirmed. Thank you for the help.
Transformer has been successfully isolated. The last thing you want to do is to take a step back and identify that all work is completed. The training session is completed. Thank you for your active participation on the Transformer Isolating and Lockout Tagout virtual training module. If you have any questions regarding the training procedure, please contact your training supervisor.